dhar ma haysano saan anaga waxaan u qaawanahay waa dhar laan.
In 2017,
described as the illegal exploitation of people for personal or commercial gains, slave trade is back in new shapes.
But today, slavery has taken another dimension, which is the modern form of slavery, where people are no longer captured and sold. A lot of youths are being lured into a lot of travel opportunities where they end up finding themselves serving as slaves in other countries. Even the UN statistics, the United Nations statistics from the Office of Drugs and Crime, it has indicated that though slavery was abolished through the efforts of humanitarian organizations under the umbrella of the United Nations, there is still an increase.
With a 25% increase in the illicit practice, the experience abound given economic factors.
It's drastically becoming a cankerworm in our society. We see youths being victims on a daily basis by predators on social media or around our neighborhoods, and it's something that is constantly becoming a real problem in the society. And if we don't tackle it now, tomorrow the youth of Cameroon are going to suffer. Firstly, one of the most common one we face is forced labor. We are, being an educator, have been able to meet with many students, many youths, many children that have been maltreated in their homes, in the adopted home, if I can say it this way. Most of these children are coming maybe from the village because they have lost their parents, because maybe the issue in the northwest and southwest, and they found themselves in Cameroon, in town where they are just left with their adopted parents, and these particular children face a lot.
Present on this commemoration day are victims who break the silence to educate the public on modern day slave trade.
Yeah, I was deceived by an agent who I told him I wanted to travel to Australia, and then later on he took me to Mauritius Island, where we ended up not even studying what I went there for. As he told me, I ended up studying what he proposed or what he thought, because he wanted to extort money from me. So we ended up working about 16 hours a day, and like the pay package was not actually encouraging, was so discouraging, up to the point I left my family back. They were hoping fully on me, but to my greatest dismay I couldn't make it up. So I decided to come back to Cameroon.
Most Cameroonians are not aware that they have rights when it comes to employer and employee relationship. So what I was insisting on was, with gatherings like Sunday gatherings, cultural meetings, we should be able to pass the information.
Efforts by the African Youth Corporation for Peace and Development put in place, aligning with the vision, comes with its own challenges.
Modern slavery and human trafficking is a huge situation, it's a huge problem that the whole world is combating, but it seems to be difficult to combat because it's actually like kind of hidden in plain sight. So when we heard of this day, it aligns with our vision, and it's just kind of a transformation of what we have in mind, from the old phase to a new phase, which is just being modernized. So we came up with it to use it as an opportunity to create awareness. Combating modern slavery and human trafficking is indeed something to be done in our own time, especially in African society, where we have crisis that has led our youth into so many issues. So we see that if we create that awareness, if we take upon ourselves to fight this battle in aligning the theme of UNESCO's International Day of Remembrance of Slave Trade and Abolition with what we are doing already, is going to pave the way for more things of that nature that we can carry out. Why? Santa our case is because it is a subdivision in the northwest region of Cameroon, where they are going through a difficult time.
the Anglophone crisis that the whole world knows about. It has led many youths astray. It has led many communities into difficulties, which has opened a breeding ground for so many victims of modern slavery and human trafficking. Some people even call it some people have seen it as an opportunity to see human beings as their good, that they trade as their commodities. So we take Santa as our case study because it is at the heart of a crisis that has caused so many youths there to be astray and to be vulnerable. And they, from statistics that we have gathered, have impacted so many lives. Today, families are safe because of AYCPD. Because the initiative to do what? To create that awareness that stop sending those millions in Nigeria. Stop sending those millions in countries that your children have been kept there. Then let's use a different method. Let's first of all stop it. We should not go to social media and accept everything. And as we speak like this, we receive calls on a daily basis from people who want to confirm job opportunities that they have seen on social media that they doubt.
The trumpets have thus been sounded for greater awareness to prevent more victims into human trafficking as a form of modern-day slavery.